Bill. I've got Brian here with me. He's the recruit retention coordinator with Staten and Sublimity Fire. We're going to be kind of talking through what they're doing, why they're doing it, and then we'll give you some fun facts about the tools and Scio Fire itself. Is everybody ready? Whoa, whoa. Is everybody ready? There we go. All right. So, the incident commander is going to be Division Chief Randy Boyer. His job is going to be to oversee the entire scene, make sure it remains safe. He would call for resources. Scio Fire's Fire Chief, Chief White, is going to be extrication officer. He's going to be in charge of the different teams and coming up with the tactics on how to get the patient out of the vehicle in the best and safest way possible. And then we have two different teams that are going to be working. Our first team lead is going to be Zach. And the people that are going to be working underneath him are Tyler, Titus, and Steven.
Not me, people.
Our second team lead is going to be Brendan. The people working under him are going to be Matt and Thomas. And then our medical team lead is going to be Mandy, and she'll have Jeannie and Megan working with her for patient extrication and care. And then our patient inside the vehicle is another Scio Fire volunteer. His name is Demetrius. I will mention that he's not actually injured. He's moulaged, and so he's got makeup on to make it a little more realistic while we're training.
Hi, how's it going? Hi. Good job. Still alive, boys. Yeah. You're alive. Right there.
So I will say safety is the most important thing for the patient and for the firefighters. So you're going to do a 360 walk around. The curtain's there to make sure the car doesn't roll away. So as you can see right now, one team is working on patient care. They want to support the neck of the patient, make sure that it's stabilized and get a CPAP on. The second team is working on cutting the first pillar. The driver's side team is now cutting the rear pillar.
The technique they're going to be doing is they're going to remove the roof, and then they're going to remove both of the driver's side doors, front and back. So they're
right behind.
All of the posts on the vehicle, remove the windshield from being connected from the vehicle in line with where they're cutting. So when they pull the roof
Going around.
out, every part of the roof comes with it, and nothing is stuck on the vehicle.
So some of the tools you can see they're using, they have some meters, they also have hydraulics. So the passenger side is hydraulic, it's run off through pump. The driver's side is AC, which is battery powered. We can use an optic. So the hostile spreading force is over 7,800 foot-pounds. And the first spreaders are over 147,000.
seatbelts cut?
Take those off.
So the tool on the passenger side is ran on a pump, and so it takes gas and hydraulic fluid and oil in order for it to run. And in extrication, not everything goes according to plan, and so we have to come up with alternatives. So usually we have about 4 or 5 plans in place, if not more, as backup plans to our original plan. As you can see, they're changing over to the Sawzall tool and had to restart the pump to finish that cut.
So the main goal in moving the roof right now is to increase the space around the patient. So while we're cutting, there's another important thing to look at is the inside of the extruder. We want to pull all of the exterior plastic off, make sure that we're not getting cutting any airbags or tensioners.
Don't forget why the guy's inside protecting the other one's face and everything. He's got the dangerous job out of all of them.
So I'd like to say that Scio Fire has a cadet program at the Scio High School. It's for 16 to 18-year-olds. It introduces young people to the fire service. They learn about Scio Fire and how to operate. We have a Fire Cadet 1, which is an intro to emergency services. EMR and a
So the second step in this process is removing the doors from the driver's side. Right now they're using the spreaders to be able to spread the door apart. If we spread it far enough apart, then we're able to release the door from the nader pin that holds it on there. Before they were able to get the spreaders in there, Zach had to use the Halligan tool to make a purchase point so the spreaders could fit inside, in between the doors, well enough to be able to get a purchase point so it spreads it apart. Another job of the person who goes inside the vehicle, as you can see, Mandy's in there right now, holding C-spine. She's not just making sure that the patient's spine is protected, but she's also making sure that the patient understands what's going on, they're prepared for everything. She's keeping an eye on the patient's condition all at the same time.
The vehicle itself is being stubborn. And this is under perfect conditions, people.
Wildfire Season Staffing Grant. This grant allows Scio Fire to pay 2 people to staff the station during business hours during peak wildland fire season.
Soon that door is going to go right off.
It's between June 1st and mid-September. Based on the funds provided by OSFM's grant, Scio will have 2 people staffing the station 7 days a week during the day from June 1st to mid-September. Scio Fire District wants to extend a big thank you to the Oregon State Fire Marshal's Office for giving them the opportunity to serve the community.
And that is what they're using right there to spread with. There you go, in case someone didn't get a big look at it. And they have a backup. Look at that sucker. It's gonna go. Pop. Yeah.
You want to try to price the Halligan?
One spreads, one cuts. Look at that. That's a cutter and a half. And they all take turns holding on to their tool, getting their job done.
So we spoke about the nadir pin not that long ago.
I see that
The
is
nadir
where they're
pin is
going
the
at,
safety
right
pin
there,
that
that
keeps you
little
from being
dinky
ejected out the door while driving.
Where's the sawzall?
Now they're going for the sawzall because it is not being easy to get to. They're talking about that little pin that sits right here, right there, where the door goes on and then locks, right like that, with the key pin like that. That is what they're trying to get loose over there.
One person up front using the sawzall. We've got a couple people trying to
right
get the
there.
door popped with the
That's
spreader.
what's left of the
And that
door.
nadir pin can be a
They
pain
brought it
sometimes.
straight down. Voila. And you notice they're using and they're leaving the back side of the door. This helps protect the individual still in there. Because this is just normally like a thin plastic that we are attached to some metal on the back end of that side. But it's enough to protect them where they get rid of what is holding that door. Now here comes the door. Watch it. See how quick that goes out? And that all protected the individual inside. Now what they're going to do is they're going to finish this out in one unit.
So now we bring it to the backboard. We're going to slide the patient onto the backboard to get him out of the car.
Then they put the neck brace on to stabilize the neck in case there is trauma to the neck, broken neck. Because right now it may be perfect,
It's all about
but once they move
we
it,
had to move the seat backwards,
there could be
so
an
that we
issue.
can bring the backboard behind the patient at an
Yeah, like
angle.
that, see?
And they're going to utilize the back seat as kind of a fulcrum to help bring the
slide her
patient
right under.
up and out of the vehicle once they get the patient high enough up on the backboard. This is a all hands on deck kind of situation. As they move the patient, you're going to notice that somebody's going to be holding C-spine at all times. We want to make sure that we're preventing as many injuries as possible. And as they move the patient up, they're going to pass off C-spine to another person. Finish moving the patient up.
Everybody on three, 1, 2, 3, left.
And they're going to slowly bring the patient out of the vehicle in a nice, safe manner. And they're going to set them on the ground. Once they're on the ground, they're going to place spider straps on the patient so they're secured to that backboard. So protecting your spinal cord at all times. Then they're going to be picked up by the ambulance and taken to the closest appropriate trauma-capable hospital.
Alright, now we're going to come over here real quick and I'll show you what they're talking about on the vehicle.
Without you, they wouldn't be possible.
That sucker right there. This thing right here is what they're attacking to get rid of the door. Whoops. And then here's a good look at this one. Is what chops This one is what spreads, and as you see, it is even smaller than my pinky. It's meant to get in there real good. The sides are really rough to grasp and then spread wide. And the good thing about it all is battery operated. No sparks, no nothing bad. I like that one. It's got a small drawback, but it's got a long cord too. This is a totally different one. This one does both. As you can see, this one also can cut as well as it's got the ability to spread. But it has its limitations with the length of its cord. And now they're going to put it all back together and weld it. No, not really. Ship it off to the junkyard.